beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. If you're like me and are curious like I am about denominations, truth, or why things coming up to the surface at a certain time or a certain season or anything like that, stick around because this is where we decode scriptures through the language of numerology. We have understood so much on this channel. We have understood that in the Bible, the Christian Bible has got 14 gods, even if it's not spoken of. But we do understand as well through the scriptures and numerology that everything is given for a time and a season. And so we all act as conduits of this knowledge, of this wisdom, which we are going to explore through today's date, which is the 11th of the first month, January 2022. We are going to explore the day's vibration, and these help us to, you could say, understand or decode the vibrations or the energetic vibrations of numerology. And so when we do that, of course, it is not an external thing, it is that we are igniting the codes from within us. And this is how we also understand the parallel or correlations between ourselves and all these denominations that exist, because we, according to the ones that we have tapped, we find a certain church or the certain belief system that facilitates that. So here on this channel, as your partner in crime, moi, crime queen, I am, of course, with I have been privy, if you like, through being a conduit from the fifth dimension to now say to you and to now let you know, if you didn't know before, that is because I think we all do know, but we are not conscious. So it's that you are the body Bible. All the numbers, all the codes, all the punctuation marks, everything is that you were coded. It's like when God made man in his own image and likeness. It's like, the copy of the data. Same way they're collecting our data and sending or sharing and all these copies. It's that you are made of that stuff. This is why it is able to be replicated time and time again, because there was an organic stuff of the 26 letters. 2 plus 6 equals 8, which is God, like God. And of course 26, just like in Judaism, it's the number of God as well. So we could see that you are that. Now, when I was in the publications or writing the Crimson Light, I was having a lot of visions, a lot of, things were just being revealed to me. And I saw a lot of eights on top of eights, and this is what I wrote about it. In fact, I wrote about a Kundalini experience and not realizing, that's what is a Kundalini. So someone read my book and they said, oh, so you had a Kundalini experience. I think, oh, that's what it is. So of course, but that's what it is. It's those levels. It's eight. Eight actually is like, as we have learned on this channel, you've got to keep breaking. All the eights are broken and they are reformed as that's why we say, oh, break it. You have to break. They say you have to fake it to make it, but here we say you have to break it to make it. Okay, so, and this is why, or burn it or build it or bend it, it's all those bees as well. So here we are going to explore the day's vibration. So before I continue, I would love to welcome you. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. If you would like to get a bit more information onto how we come across these 14 gods that I mentioned, for example, you will see from the template to numerology and spirituality for beginners. That's a video. You could tap into this. I endeavor to put this on each video that I do from now on. Most of the latest ones have got that. So you can see where this is all deriving from and how robust as well that the template is. You will understand how the codes have been broken and the true essence of numerology. In fact, when we say the true essence, we know there are layers yet to be unfolded. So, let's look at the number 11. And of course, we have explored the new year like in 1 1. We did this, which of course we had the same on the 10th of the month as well. It had basically the same numerical value as in the first day. So you could see the number 10 actually is like a seed. So basically, that would be our 1 1, if you like, or the 2 eights, because that comes to 8. And of course, the first day of the year was an 8. So here we could see that it was like a template. The 2 eights together, which is a seed, because this is masculine, this is feminine, and the 2 eights coming together become 16. So this would be 16, if you like, or 6, 2 eights. Let's just put the 2 eights. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1 plus 6 is 7. So here we see this correlates, if you like, from the Bible. Again, 10, they have been trying to show us the meaning of 10, that there were 10 words in the first verse of the Bible. So 10 is pinnacle. When we do the numerical value for the word 10, we also see that it gives us the 2 seeds. So I'll just urge that you watch some of the videos so you can actually, because I can speak numbers, but I know that it is very good for you to be able to see. So I'm inviting the 14 gods that we are the embodiment of. You are the embodiment of the 14 gods. And of course, this is like the Hindus who have like the 7 positive gods and the 7 negative gods, if you like. They actually on every year have a puja, if I remember the term properly. They have this ceremony where they revere and have these the 14 gods. Now of course we see strong correlation of the number 14 all through the scriptures, but basically we start with Genesis and we see a lot has been kept away from us. So if you're like me and you want to understand the depth of the wisdom, because it is said, and of course I was about to throw away my Bible, it is said it is the world, it was through wisdom. Now it was through wisdom that the world was built. Now, wisdom has a bit of wit in it, if you like. It's almost like the parables. It's like Jesus always spoke of parables. It is like puzzles. It's like something in plain sight, but you think or you overthink it, and it's right there. So it could be a mathematical construct, which in this case, all creation is a mathematical construct. And so we are going to look at number 11, which of course, the first word I can think of as we speak on this is actually wisdom. So if we do the word wisdom as though it were in the book, as in the book of Proverbs, for instance, there is a lot about my son seek wisdom. It is all about seeking wisdom. And also it is like know thyself. I did a numerical value on know thyself, and I think I drew, if I remember well, the correlation. Know thyself, self, and there were 4 7 10 11. So there is a correlation here, 11 letters. So when we speak of letters, it's like letters in letters. You are a letter. It's like in ancient they often spoke of the messenger. You are the messenger. That means you are of letters. You are the construct of codes. And that's what we are doing here, decoding those codes so you can know and understand that we are W, this W, that we can see ourselves through each other. Make sense? Great. Okay, so 6 is self and 8 is hair. So here we see thyself. I don't think I drew on that analogy on this understanding here before. This comes to 14. Oh, now that really. So, thyself. And also, when I hear of thyself, it also has another layer of understanding or wisdom that you have to die of that self to get to the new self. It's like dying of the old skin. The word skin equals 8. So, of course, when you hear thyself, it is the same spirit of sound mind, and it's giving you a chance to renew yourself into this number 6. So it's a thyself. Okay, so here is 14, and of course, so it would make much better sense that when we hear this and we know, or every time we hear and thyself or read of this in the Bible, then you know you are tapping into the reservoir of the 14 gods. That is the two serpents. Okay. So here we are, we've already done the construct of how we get to the two serpents on number 14, which it is said, I continue to say because I feel this is foundational, and soon we are, well, there are different layers in the presentations, but I still feel I need to mention that here Christ, Jesus, the not Christ, but Jesus is 11. And 11 had showed us this way, had showed us that as one, which equals 7, and another ONE, which equals 7, of course, 7 plus 7 is 14. This is how it was marked. It had been marked that Jesus came from the lineage of generations of 14, according to the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 17, of course, which is also 8. 1 plus 7. Okay, so there we cover this. The word no is that is 9. Of course, that still means all of this gives us the same value. 9 plus 5 is 14, because this would be 5. So 9 plus 5, know thyself, which we are told from all the pyramids or wherever you go. This is what is written on the pyramids or in places of wisdom or ancient buildings. Know thyself, and that is the thing that has been ringing for you to get your masters, if you like, of this work, of this existence, through knowing yourself. Know thyself. It's like the serpent sheds of its skin. There are times it goes through under the rock. Of course, the Christian song just comes to mind. I am under the rock, and the rock is higher than I. So I dare not try to sing it. So there are times you, of course, through the layers of dying, if you like, you become super sensitive, because then you become like a babe, which is what Jesus spoke about as well. To enter the kingdom, you need to be as a babe. So what is the correlation of wisdom, which with 11, or thyself? Let us look at that. So we know thyself is 5, okay, and it has 11. So this is really interesting, and it has 11 letters. So here we have 6 letters. Of course, if all of creation was done in 6 days and God rested on the 7th day, voila, right here, of course, but there was a W here, so there was again telling us there were 2 creations. So this is 5, 9, 1, 4, 6, 4. And of course, adding this together, this is how I count 20, because it's easy on the eye. 29, 2 plus 9 is 11. So we can see that wisdom, when it is said through wisdom, the earth was built through wisdom. There we see what this 1 1 is about. So people, let us not be duped anymore into thinking about just this one story that has been interpreted and, in the well, not even in, it has been told in the same flavor, the same tone. There was a man, and God took his rib from him and made the woman, and so on, and everyone calls the woman Eve. Of course, the man calls the woman Eve, but he does say, because she was the mother of all living. No one picks up on that. That meant there were two creations, because that Eve was there before. Everything comes from the Eve. Everything is like the evening encapsulates everything, if you like, of the day you've done, of the day or whatever it is. There's an Eve, and it has everything this evening, and then you take all this into your dreams, and of course it becomes the next day again. So let's not get to, but I think you get what I mean. But there's an Eve. According to the definition of Eve, is that which is in evening, in everything, or everywhere, or even, or even though, or nevertheless. Eve is in all of those. And so according to the definition, is that Eve is that which exists before any event takes place. So there's an existence. Okay. So here we see again what I have done. I say again because, of course, I have done this. I don't want you getting bored with this if you have seen it before, but hopefully you get the essence of it. You can see the W is this way and this M is here. They're actually the same thing. Even in numerical value, this is 4 and this is 5. But if we did to show you, this is why they get dressed up, to show you that they both have the same value. So the word 5, F-I-V, equals 24. And of course, this is 6. The word 4, F-O-U-R, and they both have 4 letters, also equals 24. And of course, this is 6. So we can see right here, that is like beginning and end, tells us that there were two creations, 6, 6, right here. The whole wisdom has encompassed the whole thing. And it's like we have is and do. Something, or you do, and it is. Or whatever is done is so, it is so. And this is telling us there's so much in the word wisdom right here. Okay? So, and it's a dome. Of course, the M's already tells us that they're dome, and we add W. Okay, W, as I said as well, also have showed us that we are partners. Okay, now, so we have seen the correlation with wisdom and 11. So if you have got this 11, the master number 11 in your chart, or your name, or your birthday, or your master, or your life path number, or whatever it is, it means that actually here through wisdom you are given, it's not like you are just given some, you have to do something, you have to do the it's telling you you are what you have to do. Basically, you wisdom, DOM, M. So you are actually being told that you, of course, W, that there is a higher calling for you. There is that calling, because that has the numerical value of 5 as well, which is key. It's already saying that you have the key, and you have to find that partner, or that agreement, or whatever it is, or you need, and that is all within you. You need to break or be that key, understand your makeup or your role, and to set in the foundation here. So you are all of that. It's like a circle. Okay. And of course, you do, and it's is and is. So basically, this 1 is like a task. It's like you have something very profound to do till you become the Christ. And just to show you here. So 1, we do 1, which is 7, as we have done, another 1 which is 7 as we have done, and of course this comes to 14, and 14 is 5. 14 is 5. And so this is how, of course, with Christ, after Jesus, rather, because he wasn't Christ yet, or he was the Christ but not realized, which is the same for all of us. You are Jesus, you are the Christ, but you've got to do that awakening. You've got to do the tapping into your who you are, to understand, have that awakening, whether open your third eye, or having again a kundalini experience. The word key equals 5 and pyramid, and so we see that you are representing the pyramid, and you have to understand your position in the earth. Oh, I was just looking at, I forgot to even test whether my nails were dry. Okay, and so of course, and Christ, Christ, again, having the same emblem or representation of 6 letters, you could say here, equals 32, which is the reverse, if you like, of the word life, which is for foundational, as 4 letters as well. Of course, there's so much to life, because life in itself, it's like, as I did before, LIFE, was to say, it is telling you, it's like they put a face somewhere, an F, like an axe or whatever it is, to cut the lie in half. It's like, so a lie actually equals 8. So there we are. This is 395, and that would be 12, 17. 17 is 8. So that's the lie. But life itself is that we need to, of course, because something could be a lie, it could be lying down like this. So we are the F, which is Genesis, which equals 6. So we are that which requires us to reverberate the energy, reignite, re-establish, lift up the 8, if you like, this 8, break it, and to have other little ones. And that's what life is. And so then we understand life is 23, 2 plus 3 is 5, which Christ is representing as 32. It's all mirrors. Imagine that you were in a mirror. Imagine up, down, all down, up, all left, right, and so on. So that's what it is. So, of course, we have seen the magic about 1. 1, 1. Again, if we were to look at this 1, that's another here with the month. So basically, there as the date is saying, it's like the mouth of the month, if you like, or this number 11 now is marking another creation, is the month of January. We know that this year, number 6, is going to be a year. It's about the love and hate, if you like. It's going to be a lot of, I believe, a lot of turbulence, but a lot of people are also going to find their love, or find their partners, or find their, joint partnership. Whereas a lot of people are going to, of course, by finding, living another partner for another, or a lot of death, or saying, okay, I'm out of there, and taking an exit forever. So there's going to be a lot of those things happening right here. How we deal with those things, that's what matters. So of course, we I usually do the day first, and so today is Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay, and so it's 2 3 51417. Okay, so this is 8 12 13 18 23. So 2 plus 3, as we just mentioned, that's the synchronicity here. So Tuesday is doing life, actually. Okay. And Monday was the moon, which is doing, it's just going through whatever it's going through, and here we have 5. So hey, Tuesday is more or less again offering. I want to just double check that I have this correct. So it's 2 3 5 1 417. Okay, so that's 8, 12, 13, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. So this is correct. Okay, so that tells us as well that Tuesday holds a key. Now, many years ago, and I mean many years ago, I saw an Indian tarot reader or palmist or something like this, and I remember him saying to me, oh, there are certain foods not to eat on Tuesdays. I didn't know the significance. I couldn't ask why, but of course, and of course it was to do with red meat. Don't eat red meat on Tuesdays. Perhaps that was something to do with it. So of course, 5 is the key. Now, if to get the full vibration of all of today is that we add all this together. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1, 9. So 9 plus 5 is 14 people. So first of all, I want to do this 9 again, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's look at 9 here. Or because this is 11, we usually treat the 11. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this. So treat 11 here as, I don't know if it makes much difference, but 6, 7. So 7 plus 11 would be 118. And 18, of course, is 9. Okay, so we are looking at 9 plus 5 for the day. And so I feel that we spoke about, speaking about the 14 gods, the 14 gods have made their presence felt here to the T. And it's like saying, let there be light, and there was light. Okay, so adding this together, of course, gives us 14, and 1 plus 4 is 5. The other thing, because I'm trying to keep this, I promised myself not to speak much of the time and just to try and find a way so I could deliver these messages in a succinct way, and then, and you know, just follow the guidance. That's it. Okay, so to do this in numerical terms as well, 11, because I feel that this is important, is because we do this with 10, 11, 20, 30, 40, and so on, or whatever, if we did have to. So 11 is Leven. Of course, we see Mother Eve here, which tells us again, it's like the creation. Of course, we get the 2 sets of gods in creation, but we also get that the number 10 is the seed. So you are creator, if you like, of 7/7, you know, the 14 days of quarantine, if you like, and it's perhaps no wonder some places had 10 days of quarantine. So because 10 is also a seed. So here we have 11, which of course what we get from the number 11, apart from that it being 1 and showing us the depth of wisdom, as in the book of Proverbs also speaks about, my son, seek wisdom. If you see the woman in the street and with the wine, don't let her tell you to come here, or the stealing and whatever it is, because you know, or if the wine is sweet and so on, you know, it's wisdom. Okay, so but this is to even things up, or level, or leaven, and all of those, or there is no R, but it's N. Yeah. So, oh, we could say liver as well. Okay, so, but it just really helps to show the dynamics of when the numbers are dressed up. So this is 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. Okay, this 5 is looking like a serpent. Okay, so this is 10, 15, 20, 24, 27. 2 plus 7 is 2 plus 7 is 9. Okay, so we can see where again 5 and 9 is really the same, more or less the same, because where there is end, there is beginning. So beginning, which is NNING, equals 9, and end of course, END equals 5. And of course, end and beginning, or you could imagine, it's not difficult to imagine. If you start at this point, you can sort of end here. What's happened to all hair? So where you have began is where it ends. Whatever you end where, that's what it is. So there is a beginning, there is an end, and it's the same thing. Okay. So we see the wisdom here and we say, let there be light. So all of that which we have seen, is that creation happens right here, is that let there be light, which was the magic words, which comes to the number 6. Of course, we have done all of this, which shows us that these two actually have the same correlation of vibration because, or we could say 6, like let there be light is free. I think we had 5. Okay, so 5 actually has the numerical value when dressed up. It has the numerical value of 6 as in here. So 5 FIVE, which equals 24, sorry, 24, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, and that tells us that that really there is, it's showing us, it's as if there is a moment or this 2022 is all about showing us how, or unraveling how creation is done. It has showed us it started with 8, just like when Adam and Eve ate. We have seen how the cycle of coming on to the 8th day, how that wrapped up 8. We have seen all these magic happens and how 10 is showing about the masculine and feminine seeds and how they could be planted, how that correlates with the Garden of Eden, how that correlates with the couple going to the east of the garden. The east is number 9. It's beginning, how the creation has begun. So I hope you enjoy this. Please give us a like and subscribe to this channel as we get on to this ship. US meaning United Souls. You and I, we are united. Otherwise, we couldn't be having this. Okay, so of course, I want to thank you for watching and stay ignited.